2, 3,
Hey everybody, this is Andrew with HM5, and we're going to do another kind of countdown video of some of my favorite Xbox 360 games. So, if you haven't caught it already, I did another one of these where I counted down my favorite classic computer PC games. So I figured today I'm going to go ahead and do my top 5 Xbox games. Anyways, it's really warm in here. It's super hot in Michigan today, and probably a lot of other places too. So don't mind if I'm glistening a little bit because of the insane humidity right now in my house. But anyways, let's get down to it. So a little bit of a particular order, but for the most part, a lot of these I thoroughly enjoyed. It's also hard to kind of narrow these down to just 5. But I wanted to do the best I could to make it a really quick, kind of straight to it. These are the best games I consider. So anyways, without further ado, number 5 I put down as Fable. Now, I never fully played Fable 2. I played a little bit of it, but Fable I played all the way through, and to me it was really revolutionary at the time because I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of games where you could choose to be good or bad, and depending on what you do, kind of create a different path for your character. But the kind of cartooniness and fun of the game was amazing. I love that if you went bad, your character would kind of morph into this like evil demon-looking creature, and you get smoke underneath you that would billow out as you walk around. But the game was pretty open world-ish. It was somewhat linear in the fact it kept you on a particular path. I mean, you couldn't venture out and go everywhere you wanted to go, but I love the fact you could just slowly kind of build your character up, and it had just a really fun storyline. So Fable really kind of, I think, helped with my love of RPGs at the time, and it was just another one of those like staples to kind of where I'm at nowadays with the type of gamer I am. Now, this one's a little different, but Portal 2 was an awesome game, especially to play with a friend. So I actually never played and still have never played Portal 1. This might be a shock to quite a few of you, but a friend of mine mentioned picking up Portal 2 as like a rental one time. And, well, that dates me, back when you could rent games from a store and take them home. But we stayed up for hours playing this game, just trying to beat each level. But I love the cooperative aspect of working with someone or by yourself to figure out puzzles. And at the same time, just super comedic stuff going on about being two robots. But it was so much fun trying to like drag things around and like make these lasers reflect into a certain way to open a door. Then you have to shoot a portal to like gain momentum as you fall through endlessly, and then change it to go shooting off somewhere else. But that game was just so amazing. And I actually think to this day I've never fully completed it, but my buddy and I were able to get what I imagine was about 70-80% through, and then we got pretty stuck. So, but that game was awesome. Number 3, and this could go a little higher, but there were some challenging ones. Halo 2 or 3, both of them really, maybe even 4, but kind of Halo as the main game series was a lot of fun. I mean, that really got me into online gaming. I mean, Call of Duty is kind of there too, but I think what really kicked it off fully was just playing Halo. And I started out playing LAN parties with friends, and then eventually moved on to where you had the online capabilities with Halo 2, and you got the dual wield, and it was just a whole lot of fun playing that all the way into the early hours in the morning with some of my friends in our like own little squad or group. And then, of course, feel like that was kind of the building up or beginning of trash talking online while you're playing. And I remember playing and being not very good myself, but a friend of mine would wear the headset and trash talk people as I played. So it was kind of like one of those things where this guy's not even great. Why is he calling us names? But anyways, it was pretty fun. But even just the storyline in general, as like a really good first-person shooter game with an interesting story set in like this futuristic time period, and you're like this evolved combat human of some sort, and it's just awesome. And I have not really gotten to play a lot of the new ones today, but the fact it's still going strong even nowadays after being out for like over 10 years, however long it's been, is just really great. Um, but yeah, even as it built up and added on new things, type of weapons you could use, new multiplayer abilities, that series has just been one of the best things for Xbox. All right, so moving on, number two, I put Oblivion. Oblivion's what introduced me. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Um, Morrowind's what introduced me to the entire series of like Skyrim and Oblivion set in the world of, well, Morrowind. But Oblivion was, I think, one of the big steps up from Morrowind, and that gave you a lot more abilities to level up your character, a lot more fun quests to do, a larger scale maps. Uh, to me, Oblivion was kind of like that huge stepping stone into what Skyrim is now, and whatever else is to come in the future of the Bethesda Morrowind series games. But I just would lose myself in Oblivion playing massive amounts of hours of that, just trying to craft weapons, go out there and finish a quest up, turn in and get points, level my guy up. I love that game. And then when Skyrim came out, which that was just 10 times worse of losing, probably years of my life. But anyways, the top game that I played on Xbox was Half-Life 2. And I would love to see that get remastered if it hasn't already been by the time I'm doing this video. That was probably the absolute best game I've ever played on Xbox. And I completed that. I remember, I think, getting it for my 360. I think it was 360. God, I can't remember if it's original Xbox or 360 now. But I remember getting that, and I played it every single day for a handful of weeks, and like the story in that game is phenomenal. But yeah, that was the best game I've ever played. So I'm curious to see what your guys' top 5 games are for Xbox. So leave a comment below and let me know. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.